And then we click here, go button 2. And we hit here and go button 3. And that looks like it's working as well. Alright. Welcome back to Space Engineers in the Morning. I'm the Blind Gaming Guy, and this is our playthrough of Space Engineers 2. We spent the last couple of sessions, we've been working on our jump ship. Almost got the engineering section, well, the interior of the functional section of the engineering section welded up with a bunch of batteries to do. And then we have the front end to weld entirely. But believe it or not, I was thinking about this ship and the way it's coming out the other night, or actually last night. I had a really silly idea. This is the Kermit base, which we named because I kept mispronouncing Kemek to Kermit. So, with that in mind, what if, with that shape of this, we say head, body, I guess actually body, but that's going to be the hips, body, and then we were to add a leg here and a leg here for the thrusters, and then a leg there and a leg there for thrusters, and we turn this thing into a frog, because then, you know, Kermit base and the Frogger jump ship, name it after the video game Frogger, because I'm old enough to have remembered playing Frogger in an arcade. Yes, I really am that old. Why did I go there? It's right here. Alright, heavy duty plate. You really only have 8? HEAV. I really only have 8 plus what's on my in my
inventory full.
Oh dear. Production. Fabricator. Assembler. Oh, we'll just make a full 100. Call it good. That's as far as I can weld with what I have. Alright, lead bars. So many lead bars we have. It's 1. Okay. Apparently we're making lead bars. I think that actually is in the smelter. What's the next thing we need that we don't have? Motherboards. How many motherboards we got? I have 11 motherboards. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Looks like 12. Well, I have 11, so I'm not in horrible shape on motherboards. I'm short 1. So where do I get motherboards at? Not the fabricator. Not the refinery. It's the assembler. Yep. Let's have it make about 15. Okay. So I want extras. Plain old wire. Should grab motherboard so I can go ahead and weld that up. Too far. I only need the one. Ah! Wrong game. It's Alt in this one. Alright, next up is wire. We need 4 per, so we probably need a lot. But I'm pretty sure I have a lot of wire. Yeah, I have tons of wire. Based off that, literal tons of kilograms of wire. I just sent the wrong thing because I apparently sent my welder instead of the copper. Alright, now this just needs a little bit more heavy duty plate. Plate that is not in here because we're having to produce it. Why is a connector holding? I don't care. I really don't. Come on. Ran out of it in my inventory again.
Inventory full.
All right. Ran out again. That's all right. I really think we're going to get it all in here. That 100 barely was enough. We have to make more. Holy cow. Assembler production. Heavy duty plate. Alright, we got the first 8 in all of them now. Lead bars were next. Wrong lead.
Inventory full.
That was missing a plate. How did that happen?
Inventory full.
Alright. That takes care of all that. And motherboards. Close that. After motherboards, it was wire.
Inventory full.
Actually, she brings it all the way up to functional when I do this. But come on, why is my phone's being weird? Sorry. Told it not to do that, and it did it anyway. I would just turn my phone off, but I have children. And when you have children, that's not an option. because you never know what trouble they may cause. That will throw all kinds of wrenches in your day. That is very worth it. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I adore my kids and do a ton of stuff with them. In fact, my youngest and I may do a collab because he's not got a YouTube or Twitch, so it would be more like a he's go sit if we get to do it. He'll sit beside me and play, and I'll stream both viewpoints. That's what I'm trying to say. And then, you know, you guys get to comment on who's more interesting, me or my young son. Yeah, you know. We have not figured out what game to do that on yet, though. There are a few that jump to mind, but we haven't got around to doing it, figuring out which one for sure. Okay, as soon as we get this done, we'll have all the functional done, and then we can start working on
inventory full.
Design. And I know I don't need to weld all these heavy-duty plates in, but because they are already functional. But when they are one tiny touch from breaking, it's not gonna work for me. I also need to build a floor into the engineering section, because right now there isn't one. You just fall straight through. Okay. So why don't we start there? G CAT. Give me this. What do you mean bonk, bonk, bonk? Just place the thing, goofball.
Suit energy low.
Hold on, I gotta charge my suit. Sorry, I think I sat there longer than I needed to because, well, I'm used to Space Engineers 1. Alright. And there's 2. These use so little steel. It's so much better to use these for floor than a full block. I need some steel plates. I actually need a lot of steel plates, but you know. And if I don't have that, I need a lot of iron. For some reason back here, it does not want to place these down. I put that one on upside down. What did I hit? I'm gonna check something in a minute about that. Oh, this time it placed. What the heck? Apparently it does not like attaching to batteries. Like, at all. But it did that time. I don't get it. Why sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. I would much rather it be an Almond Joy than a Mounds most of the time. It's ticking me off when it decides it wants to be the Mounds. If you don't understand that joke or that comment, one, you're a puppy. I mean, baby. I mean, you're young. And two, oh, why are you making noise? I said stop. Seriously, shut up. Sorry. We're off somewhere. We're off. One of you guys is off. One of those was in the wrong spot. There we go. Alright, and there. There. And truth be told, back here. Yeah, that wasn't the right spot. Truth be told, there needs to be, at least at right here, one. Which means I actually need G, S, T, A. I think I'm going to have to use this kind of stair. Well, maybe. Let me remove those. It fits the space if you get the right direction anyway. Let's find a way to lower its point though. We're gonna cube G. like that. Bring that into reality, apparently. Oh, it's upside down. No, it doesn't line up right. Why doesn't it line up right? It needs to come out one full row of small blocks. It's just not right. Okay. Did I line that up wrong? No, it's lined up right. Just have to have a row of small blocks there, okay? Okay. Pillar. There's a pillar that will do that job. Yeah, I need a pillar. Is that it right there? Yeah. I need a pillar right here on the end. Right? Yeah, okay. Now flip you this direction. I don't know where exactly my spot is here. Hopefully those two are on it. Now, use our ladder. Flip it the right direction. Yes, like that. Actually, you are completely unnecessary now. Right? You guys are attached? Yes. Now let's see if I can take these off and they'll stay attached. It shouldn't be attached to those, but you never know. Okay, that is attached. Good. Okay, so that's what we will be trying to set up on the other side now. Well, that one's fine. Some more hypnotizing welding. Man, the other day it was putting me asleep almost. It was hypnotizing me so good.
Inventory full.
Okay, now on that we need a that drops off of that in roughly the center. And yes, those are just temporary, but I need them to place the thing, so. Let's see. Wait, no, this one's out in the middle. This one's off center. That's what caused it. Dang it.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
This was a creative and effective solution to a problem I didn't have.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
They still give me the,
Suit energy low.
still give me the, what's the word? Since I'm losing it. Mounting point for the stairs, even though I don't need them for the other. So these will get to go all the way away.
Inventory full.
Alright, do the stairs on this side. Get them lined up correctly. Hope I haven't lost too much steel plate. Now I realize getting iron isn't particularly challenging, but I am sure we will have to do it on a second run at some point. But there's what we wanted. You know what? I'm just gonna leave that there on the back side because why not? This block right here, we'll leave that. Yeah, that looks good. Now we'll be able to walk all the way around, down, and all the way around. Apparently I did not finish welding this side yet. Okay. And actually, let's get another set of stairs. And mount the set of stairs right there. Like that. Do the same thing on this side. Like that. Oh yeah. Alright, we're doing good, doing good. Now let's grind out this one. Okay. And then we can take you, which you won't mount right properly because I don't have anything to mount you to. And I Can't see because I'm too close. Where I need to put these. No, the pillar's running into it. Oh no, I put those down into this blocks area. That will affect it. Let's use the other kind of stairs. Use these. And grind this one out too. Same as we did on the other side. Apparently I'm out of iron and steel plate again. At least in my inventory.
Inventory full.
Okay. There we go. Now you get out, you walk down these stairs, you turn, you walk down these stairs, and you're in engineering. You can access every control panel on foot all the way around and back up into, yes, that works. Okay, we have the rear of the thing done. We have the landing pad done-ish. Now comes the shaping and that kind of stuff, which is just welding up the stuff we already put on here the other day. I don't have to do anything but point there. IRON.
Inventory full.
I take 3,000 at a time. I have 52. 52 divided by 3 is what? 8. 22 divided by 3 is 7 and some change. So I have 17 and change times. Yeah, we definitely are going to have to go get more iron.
Inventory full.
Of course, now it's 15, but... And if you're watching, you came up with the number faster than me. Hey, good for you. Trying to do math in my head while playing a video game. I came up with the right answer is totally... Why is that not connected to anything? Oh, because I haven't got far enough to connect it. Oh, I see. I'm doing the part right now that would connect it. I can't type. Ah! Did it again. Just give me...
Inventory full.
Okay. that connects that area. Okay. That's the one needed to connect the med bay. I need chem synthesize, two of the, yeah, those things. 2 motherboards and 20 compressors. Do I have those? I need... wrong button. 8. I accidentally hit the other button. There you go. 2 motherboards. 2 synthesizers. What's the other one? $20 compressors, that's what it is. Combustion chambers, we do not have any. I believe what I want is in the assembler. Just make me 100. Did I leave any in the Kermit? Did they get made over here? No. Alright, there's 10, 12, 13. I don't know what I'm counting up. You guys can see the number move as fast as I can. So all we're doing is waiting.
Suit energy low.
Well, apparently I need to not wait. Oh, and there's my 22. Dang it. I should grab it first. Recharge. Right. Alright, that takes care of that. Now we can just load up iron.
Inventory full.
I didn't have enough iron.
Inventory full.
Alright, now. Alright, now this is my home base. Why does that matter? Well, primarily because when we start moving this thing around, it will be where we respawn. Hopefully. That or the Explorer if we're out with it. Because it has a...
Inventory full.
Survival pod respawn point. Survival pod, survival kit. Boy, a functional welder would be so nice right now.
Inventory full.
Ship welder, that is. Because it takes a ton of iron into each of these blocks. Which means at most I can hold 3.
Inventory full.
But that's supposed to come in the next vertical slice, so we wait with bated breath. I believe that is the correct way for that to say that expression.
Inventory full.
We haven't decided how much of the hangar base will get concealed, because I really don't want to conceal it. I know that sounds strange, but I don't want to open it or close it in, because I want it to be where I can just come and go as I please, like you can on the other space bases. I just want to be able to move my space base
Inventory full.
from sector to sector. And no, this will not be a ship that gets flown around. This is literally a jumper. It will go from just outside the chemic base to just outside the what is the name of the original, the one at Verdure, which I'm waiting patiently to return that to there until we get the moon, which I'm looking forward to. Something new to explore. Though I do still have 2 sectors that we haven't gotten to. But before we go to those, we're going to take our time to build this ship up all the way. Which means this will be the primarily thing we do for the next little while. And I just saw your chats, Tom. Hello and good morning to you as well.
Inventory full. Inventory
Good
full.
grief. The amount of iron this is going to take is insane. Building with these large building with blocks like this takes so much. That is 100% silicone. Why didn't I put a... So there was supposed to be one of these. Right there. There we go. Because that's where I'm going to sit when I fly the thing. It seems fair. I mean, look how big. Look at that cockpit. It's going to be beautiful sitting. Huge open glass. Yes, we like that. Okay.
Inventory full.
I also hope they fix the drill bug. But, you know, I highly doubt they will, but I don't know, they might, who knows. I could be wrong, and this time they'll fix that too. But I haven't seen any talk about it other than it was a known bug. And I actually think I'm going to leave the bottom of the ship pretty flat all the way across. I even may remove this. I know I welded part of it up earlier. But I'm thinking I'll cover the bottom with solar panels. Like, entirely with solar panels. That way, I can turn the bottom of the ship toward the sun. And it'll have a passive form of power as well as the active form of power with the reactors. Or reactor, because I made a massive reactor. And hopefully we can get sorters and things like that too.
Inventory full.
Because that would be nice not to have to manually. There's so much I want and so much will be happy to get, and they'll give me as much as they can, and I'll be happy for that. May not be all I want, but all I can say is we hunger for more when it comes to Space Engineers 2. They've given us enough of a game now that's a game. Can't wait for each new step they give us. We're supposed to get wheels too. Alright, we gotta take the heartbreaker out. We are out of iron. So, heartbreaker it is. Park. Up. And we found that at the platinum and lead. Why is my viewpoint so weird? Trip out's not hard because we're light and we have plenty of power. That's when we decide to go back. Because she gets heavy real fast. Well, I hope you guys' week has gone good so far. I hope your Wednesday was enjoyable. We had the equivalent of a parent-teacher conference for our youngest, and they told us something truly unsurprising. He likes to talk. And I wish that had surprised me. Again, total sarcasm for those of you who didn't catch that. I am very aware of my son's proclivity to speak non-stop. There's iron. That my hole? That's my hole. I'm low in my holes. Why the bumping on the walls? Very low. Holy cow, look how big of that hole problem that was. Why is there so much iron just floating? Where do I see some more? There's one. Do I see any more floating ones? There's some. Oh, that's because the drills got full and there was a whole bunch floating and I missed some. That's what happened. There's still one right there. Alright, now we scoot up to iron. We hit K. We type in drills because you can't do any of this yet. Tell them to mine. Knowing that this iron deposit is going to be on a full sphere, not just a flat area. At least if it follows the same rules as the original. Mine out at diagonals here as well as straight in. Uh-oh. Lost. Lost, I can't tell. Okay, now we're doing the weird thing. See? Just doing the weird thing. Not that. The wrong button. Drills. Turn that back off. Go into inventory. Switch you to the heartbreaker. Now let's go looking for drills. Oh, because I have empty still. Throw a bunch in the cockpit. So cargo, 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 half empty cargo. Cargo, cargo, drill, drill, cargo. Cargo, drill. Connector, connector, drill, 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 drill. Okay, everything empty now. Now we can power things back up. Figure out where we are in this hole. Apparently the answer is wedged. Holy cow. There we go. Open that hole up more out here. Alright. Let's collect all the iron trying to get away first. Just completely out of the hole. Alright, going back in. Get that one. That one. Ooh, flew right past one. Thought it was further in than that.
Inventory full.
Yeah, this connector says it's empty. You can hold that. Eventually I will put a nice crust on that heart, but I haven't done that yet. Alright. Wish there's some magic bring all here button. You suck them all in. Like a spherical grab gen and a collector in Space Engineers 1. Of course, in Space Engineers 1, we don't have this drill issue. Apparently, it only happens with those of us who use multiple drills on one grid. If you have one drill, you don't have this problem. Of course, if you have one drill, you have a much harder time mining out areas, so, you know. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Sorry, there's the curse word that slips out for no reason, because it's not really, it's an expression, not a intention to curse. Alright. At the moment, what I'm drilling out is more important to drill out than the iron, so I can actually maneuver in here. And if there wasn't the chance I'd hit iron every time, I would just right-click mine right here. But there's a little bit more iron I would have wasted. There's more iron I would have wasted. Oh! The overspin of gyros. Because this game, gyros generate momentum instead of just turning until you want them to. They're like thrusters almost, the way they spin you. The harder you hit them, the more power, the faster they go until, and then they go and keep going until you stop. They stop. It's actually a really good comparison. Okay. DRILL. Turn them off. Because if you don't, they keep causing trouble. Hit the wrong button, so they come up to it that way. Switch here. Cargo. Here's a not full one. Come down here and find drills. Drill. Cargo's empty. Cargo. Connector. Drill. 2 empty drills. Oh, it's full. We're full. Like, really full. Alright. Like, leave the drills off because I can't leave the drills off. I need to be able to get out of this place. Dang it. Oh, I don't think I have any of the drills full right now, so this shouldn't be an issue. Look, I need to be able to turn around. Actually, really, I mean, even the first person view on this ship is kind of cool. Seeing those 2 thrusters just pop as I come out. Ooh. See? It's pretty. Now, the last toward our base. Oh, it takes so long to accelerate. I mean, we're just not up to 80. We've flown almost a kilometer. Two kilometers. 3 kilometers. It's going to take us 3 kilometers to slow down. That's why we don't cover this return trip as fast as we do. Because it takes a long time to speed up and slow down. That is the one true weakness of the ship, is it does not really have enough thrust to be quick when it's loaded. But it holds a lot. Which, you know, this is the primary point, is they can drill a lot and hold and bring back a lot. Bit rate looks good. Sorry, since I'm just drifting, I looked at looking at the stream health real fast, making sure everything looks good. Alright, it's going to take us 3 kilometers to slow down. We are 4 kilometers. Try to add some speed in a different direction because we're going to fly by it otherwise. We still may fly right by it. And we did. There we go. Sorry, didn't mean K, I meant I. Hit the wrong button. Alright, this one gets to be the sledge because we haven't renamed it. And there's the cargo container. And let's see if we can make it hide empty. There we go. Now when this everything over here disappears, we'll have moved all of it over. And then we will probably go out and get another one because, let's be honest, this is not enough to finish everything. Alright. Let's do it again. I find the right asteroid again. There it is. We go flying right past this one. Does it have anything on it? Or is it actually further away? I can't tell. It's further away. Or at least nearly as far. Oh, let's pop over here and check it anyway. Why not? Alright, what we got? Do you have any valuable materials at all? Some iron and cobalt and copper. Let's see if we can get close to your iron without having to drill in a long way. Nope. Well. Okay. Back to looking for my iron hole. Alright. I truly don't know where it is on here. I should probably put a separate marker for the iron itself, but you know. I'll have these get close enough for my ore detector to pick it up. I'm just about touching the thing. Where's it at? There's the iron. Where around here is it going to be? Or are you the second iron deposit and I haven't drilled to you yet? I did not see anything there. My iron is really close to this waypoint. Don't remember where. Alright, when I find it, I'm going to have to put a marker down. Or just give up and go where I saw that last one and drill a whole new hole. There it is. Intentionally blow a hole on the side of it this time. That solar panel does not like being bumped on the top over and over again like that. But I don't care. I will keep driving forward. I do this every time I come in. Yeah, mostly right now I'm opening up the area as much as I am mining the iron. Trying to make future trips easier. That's what I gain by mining half on and half off like that. Just hopefully easier future trips. I know that all told I'll end up with right around 40. So we're about halfway through our pickup. No, I have like 80. I'm wrong. 40's halfway. Come on. Iron, don't run out for a while, please. We're about to drill another big hole to access a new iron spot. Honestly, don't know how big the deposits are now. Which when before we were only finding the tiny little ones you could hand mine. Now I'm out doing this, I'm finding big ones. That, you know, take multiple trips with a ship to carry out. Freeze the drills, so their issue. Fire it off. Inventory. Heartbreaker. You know there's a hide empty, there needs to be a hide full. We could use it to move stuff around easier. You have hide the empties on one side, hide the fulls on the other. And you just drag in from the fulls to the empties. That's the cargo container. It's supposed to have it. Drill 1, drill 2, drill 3, drill 4. Only one of the drills screwed up. Okay. And on we go. Just turn them off so they'll stop causing that problem. I wish I could also type up here instead of looking at just in there, we type drill and it'd take us to the block. But we can't do that now. Or yet, I should say. Drill, cargo, 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 drill, drill, cargo. One drill, 2 drill, 3 drill, 4 drill. Okay, everything is full except the drills. That means find your way out. I forgot to turn the drills back on. the negative of doing this, while it makes it easier to get in and out sometimes, and definitely makes it easier to spot from the surface, is that at this point I think my iron mine is starting to play out here. Good news is that asteroid right next to this has two different iron deposits, so we will still have iron pretty easily reached from this waypoint. We won't have to go looking for it again. Platinum, lead, Kermit. That's what we want. Full speed ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the second tier ion engines to accelerate, and it takes so long. Last time we came back at 163. This time we made it all the way up to 187 before I hit the wrong button. So we actually go try this return trip faster. Again, we're going to shut down about 4. Though I did use the wrong thrusters to try to stop last time, because there's only 4 on top and bottom. My forward and back thrusters are far stronger than my every other direction thrusters. There's only 3 side thrusters. They're the weakest. It works the way it is. Looks great. I mean, it's a spaceship. It doesn't require. It doesn't require power to lift it, kind of thing. So let it be. Seven. 6, 5, 4, 4.5, and clearly going past the base in that direction. So let's aim this direction. That's just a way to get rid of radio broadcasts. Alright, there it is. If there's a way to get radio broadcasts and I just am not smart enough to know it, someone please comment that for me. Because I know how to get rid of radio broadcasts with H. Well, H minimizes them, but doesn't fix them, so can't get rid of them entirely. If you've come up with a way to do that, or you know a way to do that, let me know other than dropping the HUD. Is what I just did. Again, hit the wrong button. Boy, I like K instead of I, don't I? Sledge. Only thing we want on here is the iron. There we go. Hide empties. Iron. 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 They're 160 kilos. 160,000. How far do you think that'll go? Fortunately, I don't think it'll go very far. That's why most people don't build like this in survival. They do it in creative and then play with their ships rather than spend hours and hours just welding up the blocks they placed. But for the life of me, I just cannot get where I enjoy creative mode. I've used it even on the original Space Engineers. I did creative mode.
Inventory full.
What? Once in my entire stream of or my entire series of I can't get to the one I want to weld. Oh no. I think I just blocked it off. So it's placed but not welded. From every angle. Well, I guess we will knock this one out.
Inventory full.
Weld that one all the way up. Catch the escaping steel plate. And put a new one in. Oh, there's a piece of steel plate in the way. There we go. Alright, welded that plate. Got that piece to work right. Ding 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 ding.
Inventory full.
I know my inventory is full. That's why I did it. One good thing about these slanty ones, they don't use quite as much iron as the full ones do.
Inventory full.
So they do weld a little faster. It's 700 kilograms versus right over 1,000. Well, to be fair, that is not half a 1050, guys. 1050, half of is be 500 and... well, not all the way welded. Be 525. Sorry, I got distracted by an unwelded block.
Inventory full.
In the middle of all those welded blocks. I don't know why that's not welded, but you know. Alright. And on we go. Wait, I ran out of iron again? Yes, I ran out of iron. But can I just pop in right here?
Inventory full.
There we go. Just steal it through there. That one right there. Run out of iron right there.
Inventory full.
138,000. Oh, math in my head, math in my head. Alright.
Inventory full.
15 is 5, so that's 45 more votes.
Inventory full.
I honestly have no idea how 45 more blocks gets me. I truly no clue. Actually, I can figure it out. 45 times 3 is 90, 135. It's 135 blocks. It's not that many. And I won't bet I have way more than 135 blocks to weld. But we'll figure it out as we go.
Inventory full.
Right now I'm trying to finish the shaping on this front area, even if I don't build out the middle. Because then I can start shaping the front legs, and I can get enough thrusters to be able to move this away from the Kermit base a little bit, so that I can truly manufacture it exactly how I want it without having to worry about running into the base. Right now I am right on top of the base. Making progress.
Inventory full.
Just making progress. One little thing at a time. We have that same issue with how do I weld that innermost block. don't have that problem here. Oh, I see why. Actually, I don't see why. I'm confused. I really have no idea how I didn't have that block to weld on this side. I don't know what the difference was.
Inventory full.
I think one of the most interesting things about this game compared to the others, I think you can build directly on that base.
Energy low.
Just use the diagonal going the other direction to square it back up. And if I'm correct, I should we do have plans. Otherwise, I'll have to cut one of them out and straighten it out, and then do that. I really do have plans. I think I know how I'm going to do the legs. And I'm even planning on trying to give them flat, quote-unquote, feet. So that it really does have the frog look to it. And I know my plan will be inefficient for those of you who are going to point out that. But sometimes being able to make the funny is worth the inefficiency.
Inventory full.
Alright. Another deal of iron.
Inventory full.
Alright. That gets us all the way back to there. Now let's connect it via light armor. Because these have a lot more deformation than, or a lot more materials, which means they have a lot more health points than do. Dang it, did it again.
Inventory full.
Fingers did not move at the same speed on each hand. There we go. That makes everything on this side welded except for the... Where did I do this? I did pretty well the same thing on this side, just not up and down. So up here, okay? I hope we get more decorative blocks too. There's so much I can't wait for in this game. I am truly excited about so much.
Inventory full.
I'm truly excited about what we have, obviously, because here I am blasting through it and playing it. I actually think I have a new series I'm going to try. I have no idea if people will watch it, though. Because I'm an old guy. Been around a long time. And wonder sometimes how people would feel about seeing some of the games I played way back. And I don't mean Frogger, I mean some interesting ones. Like, while people were playing Mario, I was playing Commander Keen. And I'm thinking I might try playing through Commander Keen, showing just how bad I am at it today, with its still janky controls. I bought it the other day for like $2 on Steam. Couldn't resist though, just for the memories. I'd love to find old King's Quest games too.
Inventory full.
I don't even know how to describe the old King Quest games. They were story games that were puzzle games. So that's as close as I'm going to get. Alright, so now we actually have a solid frame on this. I mean, we're not quite functional yet, but we are actually starting to look like a ship. Should I go ahead and do the floor? What's that? 3. So that's 24 blocks worth of iron. Jeez. My first finger on the right hand and my third finger on the left hand are not getting along with each other today. I-R-O-N.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
And like that, we are making big progresses.
Inventory full.
The negative is now we have to go figure out. I think we'll figure out one of the front legs first. And then we will move it away using some jacked on thrusters. They won't stay, but they'll be, some of them will be where they're supposed to be, but mostly they'll come back off. Forgot what I needed for a second.
Inventory full.
I hate it when my brain freezes like that. It's worse when it's in a conversation, like it kind of is today. I just am talking, and suddenly what I'm talking about is not in my head anymore. It used to be worse. Some of the medicines I went through trying to get pain under control. I wouldn't wish on a cat.
Inventory full.
It's an expression here. Sorry. If you're a cat lover, I have no problems with cats. I'm allergic to cats. I still think they're fun to pet. Just not be around. But that's more allergy than actual dislike.
Inventory full.
And if you wonder if I'm a dog person, the answer is I have never met a pooch that wouldn't let me pet it unless they were, you know, trained killers, like a police dog or military pet animal. They're different.
Inventory full.
We've already used all of one load and part of a second load of iron. Just welding this part up. That's how much iron is in these blocks.
Inventory full.
And the ship will be functional but incomplete. Alright. Pop out. We go. We have got it equal on both sides. Might load ourselves up with glass and whatever it takes to finish out the command chair next. Actually, I think I'll do that. See what it takes to finish out that command chair. Wire and electric parts. 8 wire, 4 electric parts. Alt and drag. We need 8. Electric parts look like that. I only need 4.
Inventory full.
I don't need that much iron, but it's just easier to double click and call it done. Alright. Yeah. Let's get a bunch of glass. Glass looks like that. That's close enough to a full load. Just weld around here. Come up here. Oop, ran out of glass. We're gonna need a lot more glass, so let's go silicon now. There's so much to like about Space Engineers 1, or Space Engineers 2, and then there's so much about it that'll drive you absolutely nuts. Things it doesn't have that we would really love. But it's so much fun to be able to try to build something complex and pretty with what we have now as well. It's a different type of challenge. I will tell you there is one pretty major drawback to being a streamer though. I haven't ever heard another streamer talk about it, but I'm going to. We play these games because we like them. Not just because you watch them. We play these games because we like them. And sometimes we are busy on a creation, and we run out of time on our stream, and it heads to the end of the day, and we really don't want to stop. And we know we can't come back to it until it's time to stream to y'all again. And we want to go back and play it. We want to finish it out. We really want... Ooh, I'm out of silicon completely. That's not great. We didn't finish the cockpit out. Nope, I don't have enough to finish out even another window. Maybe this one? Nope. We have to go out looking for silicon. Unfortunately, we are almost out of time. Trying to remember if there's silicon at either of those asteroids up there. Rose, it's great to see you. Doing great. Lots of good to be glad about. Glad to see you in here. How's your week been? I was trying for these. Sleep, lazing, and work. Trying to think what button to hit because I don't want to look like that far out. There you go. I just need silicon so bad. Started new. No. I'm in Chemic. And this is my Heartbreaker miner. When I get back to the Kermit base, you can see that I've got a really pretty explorer craft to go up and down between planets in space, and I'm working on a big jump ship to be able to move all of my smaller ships from sector to sector. I think we're going to make it look like a giant frog. Just because it would be funny. All of my previous streams are over on YouTube. I believe my About page has a link between the two channels. Typically the streams come up if I do it on Tuesday. I do Tuesday, Thursday from 12 or 10 to noon. So I typically drop both of the streams from that week out to YouTube on Friday. So if you miss any, you can find them over on YouTube. This is what, the 17th episode of this series? Is that right? Let me check real fast. No, this is the 15th session of this series. Okay, let's look around. I thought about setting up a another stream, probably on YouTube if I'm honest, of playing really old classic games. Computer games, not games that most people may have not got to play because they were computer only and came out back in the day of the Nintendo and Super Nintendo. Well, hobby-wise for me, my eyesight's a big challenge to a lot of hobbies. Keeping up with my children seems to be my big hobby, big accomplishment right now. My oldest is a freshman in college. My youngest is a freshman in high school. And my youngest has got cerebral palsy. My oldest is, 19, so he's difficult. This is going to sound really dumb. I like to work with my hands, and since I can't do the mechanics and stuff I used to do when I was younger, I crochet and knit. So, how's that for a odd series of answers? I also keep track of my wild and nutty dogs. Copper, iron, and cobalt. Lots of iron. But no silicon. Alright. That's my base. Let's turn the HUD off so we can look and see. That's 2 more asteroids, it looks like. One's the chromium one, one's the titanium one. Oh, I guess we'll head for those 2. See if there's any silicon with them. You crochet as well, huh? Have you, what's the biggest project you've worked on? Crocheting's a bit of a dying art. Mostly create decorations and plushies. Now, I'm about a third of the way through a queen-sized Afghan to put on my bed for my wife in the winter. And there's silicon. It doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of silicon on this, but some beats none. Where's that? Says it's 7 meters from me, but I don't see it. So it must be not quite on the surface. If you get dizzy, please look away from the screen. Things are a bit spinny for a minute. Till I reach the silicon. Supposedly 3 meters from me. Whoa, that was a little faster than I meant to go. Oh, finally hit silicon. Barely, but we finally hit some. I'm less than a meter from the stuff. How tiny of a spot is this? That may have been all of it, actually. I was saying there's still something here. I put a big hole right here. I am not finding silicon. There's 40. Oh, the thing's in the wrong spot. Look, right here it is. It's this white area. I have a Discord channel. It's very new. You are welcome to, if you join it, I'll pop over to yours and look from there. Later. I can't do it right now. I can't. Discord is actually kind of difficult for me because it's all text now. It used to just be voice, but, you know. Had quite a few artists show off their want to show off their art to me. Some pretty talented ones too. Animation's far more complex than mine. I made some flipbook style animations for my Be Right Back and loading screens. Again, nothing special, just me being weird because it was something I knew how to do. Made a bunch of slides and then brought each slide into a video editor, turned them into a video. If I was going to make it look really good, I'd probably quadruple the number of slides I have, but what I have works for now, so. And who knows, eventually I'll learn to get in Blender again and just make a stick figure and do it that way, but I haven't reinvested the time to learn that. It's been a long time since I learned it and forgot it. Do you play Space Engineers 2 at all? Or Space Engineers 1? And if you're wondering, the reason the Heartbreaker miner is a bright red and heart-shaped is I built it on Valentine's Day and thought it was funny. Plus, it's actually a really good shape for a mining ship. So in addition to being funny, it was useful. My son is that way with a bunch of games as well. As a streamer, I appreciate that you guys feel that way, but never quite understood that viewpoint. I do watch a few streamers, but honestly, it's more for the stories they tell than watching them play the game. And maybe that's why it's more enjoyable to watch a game like this than play it for some people. is because Space Engineers and Space Engineers 2 by direct link is kind of a make your own fun, tell your own story game. It's not one that the story is really defined. I will tell you that I'm almost out of time for today. As soon as I finish this load, I am going to have to get off, and I run a Space Engineers 1 stream 30 minutes or so after this stream ends, where I'm playing through the Narset scenario by Sarek. Which has been an absolute blast. And the ship I have on that stream is, oh, the Valencia is so pretty. Alright, well, we'll let the drills have their issues. Let's go map, GPS. This one is not search, create a new one. SILICON. Alright. Return to my base. Oh, button. Okay, I will try. Again, I am not a great Discord user. I'm having to learn. To be honest, before starting streaming, I hadn't used Discord or TeamSpeak in probably, oh Lord, $15 years. Trying to get close to the base so we can dock without maybe flying by it this time. If I manage to do this without flying by the base, it will be the first time all day. And we've made 4 trips. Actually, we're going to do that, right? We're going to succeed. Yeah, I think the Frogger's coming along nice. We've got a lot of welding done today. Well, we got a lot of welding done today. We've got some mining done. Hopefully on Tuesday we will get one of the front legs on and jerry rig some thrusters on here so we can pull away from the base and finish the body of the Frogger, or the legs of the Frogger, which is what we're going to call our jump ship, is the Frogger. But that's where I'm going to leave you today, guys. I do apologize that I've run over a hair, but I seem to do that every time. Let's take that for a screenshot. And as I said, I will be back on YouTube in about 30 minutes or so. I'm the Blind Gaming Guy, which my screen did not do. I'm the Blind Gaming Guy. This was Space Engineers in the Morning, and our playthrough of Space Engineers 2. I appreciate you watching. Until next week, have a great weekend.